Now, look, Joe Biden has tested positive to COVID hours before he was due to give a speech in Nevada. Here's how it was announced.
The president has been at many events, as we all know, and he just tested positive for COVID. So, of course, we understand that he needs to take the precautions.
And here he was only last month saying a medical condition would be the only reason he would withdraw from the race.
Is there anything that you would look to, you personally, not anybody else, not other pundits, not even perhaps family members, that you would look to say, if I see that, I will reevaluate?
If there had some medical condition that emerged, if the doctors came to me and said, you got this problem, that problem.
Douglas, there you go. He said it would take a medical condition. Well, now he's got COVID. How much has this set him back? He's meant to be out there trying to prove he's not mentally incompetent, and now he's fallen ill.
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I can tell Joe Biden, you have got this problem and that problem. You have. Getting a COVID test, I mean, who does that anymore? Who tests positive for COVID? Anyway, it's not a good look. Jen Psaki, his former White House press spokesperson, who's now, of course, on one of the left-wing networks in America as a presenter, totally impartial presenter, of course, by the way, just said that that Biden getting this COVID, diagnosis and recovering from it, coming back from it, could be as important as Trump surviving the assassination attempt last Saturday and pumping his fist in the air to his supporters. I think not for the first time Psaki and the Democrat media, the loyalist lapdog media of the Democrat Party, are kidding themselves, but are not kidding anyone else.
No, and have a look at this vision of Joe Biden struggling to walk up the stairs of Air Force One just after testing positive for COVID. Douglas, you can see there, he's having to pause. It's almost like he's in slow motion, but that's not in slow motion. We know his enemy is stairs, but, this just paints such a picture of where he's at, doesn't it?
It's just not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. A lot of the importance of the office of president is the projection of strength. And, Joe Biden, it's not his fault he's getting old. It's not his fault he has whatever he has. It is his fault and Jill Biden's fault and Hunter Biden's fault that he's remaining in the race. And it is their fault. And I think it is a deep, deep dishonor to the American public. The public are not stupid in America, just like anywhere else, just like Australia, Britain. The public are not stupid. They can see this with their own eyes. And it's high time that Biden stepped aside, as I understand that Chuck Schumer and others have started to say in private. Some have started to say it in public. It's time that it happens. Of course, one reason, just finally, why there's going to be an additional problem for the Democrats is that, particularly after the events of the last week, Trump is doing so well in the polls that a fresh candidate, if they swap Biden out, is likely to fail as well. And therefore, they are unlikely to want that job. Well, that's a problem for the Democrats. But again, it's a problem of their own making.